EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. 3 yards remain for second down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
On the strategy, extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means if they want to run it inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in hell.
And we saw the result, negative yardage. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Operating from the gun. Strong. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Room here to run. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Looking to throw. Strong. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber.
know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Now, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw. Strong. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Curtis Samuel, 52 yards. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and 2, Strong.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
A 16-yard touchdown.
and the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle they go. Dixon. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going to try and throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Strong. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds. But able to get it across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
We talk about quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there. You want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
They'll run on first down. Dixon. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Strong. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Strong. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here.
For their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, This is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got his man. It's London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The end result, 21 yards.
That's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down now, Dixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Got a man. It's London.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plate as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The slot man in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Operating from the gun. Strong. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Operating from the gun. Strong. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And if it runs him out right, he's succinct. In a one-possession game, every single step like that could be a difference maker.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Strong. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Looking to throw. Strong.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Falcons going to use that 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now.
Now, this is not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a